Today it's Tuesday, January 6, 2026. This video is for the DAZA Alpha December 11, alright? Just because I have this engine, I have another one engine outside that I have it RS3M DAZA down over there, alright? And it's gonna come also another one, third. But like I said, today we are talking about this, alright? I will gonna do a couple of things today. Let's start. I have received the crankshaft from the machine shop, alright? It's been polished, it's been checked, it's beautiful. I haven't opened it yet because it's not the time now. I don't have the new bolts for the crankshaft bearing caps. I'm gonna explain what I'm gonna do later on. Then, nothing from here. They brought me, I have on the left the hydraulic lifters and the needle roller. Let's call it rocker arm, alright? What I'm talking about. Let's call this one rocker arm, and this is the hydraulic lifter, okay? Fine. So these are the old ones. This is from the engine, from this engine. This is the new block, but you get my point, right? Fine. They brought me another one set of hydraulic lifters here, alright? Incomplete, it's not complete. Fine. I'm gonna show you a couple of differences. First thing first. From this set, two lifters, two rocker arms, the needle bearing, it failed. How I can tell that? One, it's missing completely, it's not here, alright? And one, it's like this. Alright? Fine. So, you know what's my problem? You cannot trust the needle. Especially, you see that the chrome, it went away and it's matte color on the left. As you see, now the needle bearing here, the left it's matte, the right one it's shiny, it's chrome. When you have it like this, you do not trust it because what you don't see? You don't see the inner. You don't see the pin, and from inside. It might be compromised, it might not last long, alright? Ideal, you want to be. Let me see if there is any that it's chromed as supposed to be. Oh boy. There are some decent. Just want to find one. Okay, I found two from this side. Alright, you want to see it to be like this. You said it's nice and chrome. That's how you want to see to be. And again, you don't know inside what's going on. Where are the needles? Where they're running the needles I'm talking about. You don't want to see to be matte. You don't want to see the chrome to go away. Alright? Will it gonna work? Yes, definitely they're gonna work. But they're not new. Fine, that's my point. So I don't know how long it's gonna last. Forget about this. Alright, and this is not gonna have any problem. Also, the lifter itself is not gonna have any problem. The rocker arm is gonna have a problem. Now, from this side, I'm gonna show you the difference on a healthy rocker arm and lifter versus the one that has a wear. All right. First thing first, what you see? You see down here, how does it look like? If you compare one that it's, yeah, let us say this one. If you compare a healthy one, I can find even worse than this. All right. This is a healthy one. I don't feel. I mean, on this one, I don't feel comfortable using it. On this one, it's okay. I can reuse it again. All right, makes sense. You see how it looks like. Now, if you check this one, it's been polished. And this stainless steel, by the way, this is hard. Then see the rocker arm has a step. I don't know if you can understand. Once again, I'm gonna find one that is gonna be a bit worse to show you what I mean. Let me get one of those to see the difference. This is okay. I'm talking about here where it sits the valve. All right, at this point, this is fine. It does have that much wear. This has much more wear. Now let me find one that it's been more compromised. This one. This is F up. This you can clearly see the step that's been squeezed. Alright? Even if if the needle bearing here, if it was fine, and it was, let us say, perfect, nice and chromed, you see here that it's been compromised. This will gonna change the clearance between the valve and the rocker arm. All right. I hope that you understand what I'm saying. What I'm saying. So forget about this. Then down here, see how it became. It's been pushed. All right. Like I said, I'm not trusting none of these lifters. All right. If I install them, will they gonna run? Yes, definitely they're gonna run. The thing is, I don't know for how long. So if you have any hydraulic lifter failure, don't come back to me and say to me that Tazos, why we didn't put the new ones, or why you didn't change one, because I don't know which one we're gonna give up first. All right. So from this side, we are talking about hydraulic lifters that it looks much better than this. I mean, if I have to choose, I'm gonna choose to use these lifters. But again, I have to find some of them that are gonna be decent, like I show you that it's not been squeezed. As an example, if this is fine, all right, the rocker arm here is fine. Now I cannot say anything about the needle bearing. I don't know how long it's gonna last. All right, so imagine, let us say I'm not using this. Fine, keep this here, and I'm doing that. Oh boy, 1 second. So like this, you have a lifter that you can trust, if you're asking me. But again, I don't know when it's gonna fail. All right. So, and then this one, obviously it's gone. I cannot use it. The lifter down, it looks fine. And then I'm getting another one, rocker arm with a needle bearing, with a roller. That looks decent, and I don't see anywhere here. All right. Then I'm doing that. So like this, forget about that, leave it there with the rest. Like this, I have 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 5, 10, 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 5. I have 20 hydraulic lifters, 10 for the exhaust, 10 for the intake, that they're used on. I don't know how long they're gonna last. I don't know if any of those they're gonna fail, but you have much more chances than this one, right? For me, if I have to use these lifters, or if I have to use these lifters here, or if you bring me a new one, to me it's the same thing. It's not my car, it's not my engine, all right? It's not my build, after all. My build, I mean, it's not my setup, that's what I mean, all right? So, if I didn't have any other option, if I have to choose between this and this, I'm gonna choose this, what you see right now. Okay, and that's what I'm gonna do currently. Actually, I'm gonna put it here in this place where I had it, where I had this. I'm gonna put this inside and this one in a nylon bag, give it back to the owner. All right. I hope they're gonna bring me new ones. If they don't bring me new ones, that's where I'm gonna go, what I'm gonna install, in which way I'm gonna go. All right. So let me do that to clear the table and. Oh no, screw it. Let's continue, let's move on. What's the plan for today? I have here piece connecting rods, all right? But what I don't have the connecting rod bearings, because the connecting rod bearings, the Calico connecting rod bearings down over there, they said to me it's for a different engine. It's not for this engine, it's not for that engine down there, it's for a different engine, all right? So, I don't have connecting rod bearings. I don't have the crankshaft bearing cap bolts, but what I have, so we have what needs to be done. Let me make it one by one to organize in my head. I don't want to go front and back. Otherwise, I'm gonna repeat myself again and again and again until I do it. Let's start again. I put the better condition hydraulic lifters here, all right, and the rest are in the bag. This goes back to the owner. I'm gonna take it out with the old parts. Fine, finish on here. Second thing, crankshaft. I open it. I'm gonna clean it with a brake cleaner and wipe it with a clean rag, because first I need to check the clearance with a plastic gauge to see that everything is fine based on the color code of the bearings. No, sorry, it's from this side. Color code of this is this one here. I'm gonna read that later. I'm gonna wipe it. They clean also this side for the seal, for the front seal and the rear seal. Everything looks amazing, beautiful. So, lifters, crankshaft, clearance of the crankshaft, piece connecting rods, getting the weight fixed, set up the piston ring gap. Okay, and then let's go outside of the block. I have it next to the lathe. I haven't even get it through the lathe yet, from the lathe. Yeah, here we go. It's still here, the engine block. From this block, what I'm gonna get? The bolts for the crankshaft bearing caps, because I don't want to use the new bolts to check the clearance. With the old bolts, I'm gonna check the clearance, and then when they come the new bolts, I'm gonna use it for the final torque down the crankshaft. Dang it! Since I'm here, I never show you. I think that I never put a view of the cylinder, how it looks like inside. Let's put also this on the video. Oh boy! There you go. That's how this looks like, the cylinder. Oh boy. This from this side. Alright. Okay. Let me go leave the phone inside. That was the video, all in all. Yeah, just need to get the bolts from here. So this video is mostly for the hydraulic lifters. I hope that I make myself clear. It was for the crankshaft bearing cap bolts that I don't have the new ones. I have some of them, because that's how it comes, a new block. They're not coming with the full new bolts. Don't ask me why. Ask Volkswagen Audi. Yeah, so lifters, bolts, connector bearings, and obviously I don't have the cylinder head. I'm waiting also for the cylinder head. It's gonna come a ported cylinder head here. So that's it. Anything else? No. Valves? No, I don't have a valves. This is for the other engine, if I remember right. Valve springs retainers I have, but it's not in good condition. I saw you, go watch the previous video. So enough talking. Let me continue working here. Dang it, not only the fucking flu, I have also headache today. Yeah, literally headache. Not headache, different headache. Yeah. Do I have a pilot bearing? Or they're gonna make me use again the old one? Question mark on the pilot bearing as well. Alright. The final wash of the crankshaft after the plastic cage. After checking the clearance, then I'm going for a final wash and to prepare it for the final installation. Anything else? No. Keep this here. Let's take this out, yeah, and start working. That's it. Thank you very much. Obviously, another one video for the owner mostly, and to whoever else find it helpful. Thank you very much. Over and out. Do I forget something? Even if I forget something, I'm gonna make another video. Oh, whoa. I have to check on the computer. I have to check at the computer on the instructions on the. I found the friction washer that has. This goes to the crankshaft, right? This is the pulse wheel, the reading wheel for the crank position sensor. Fine. So why I remember that has two of those, that has one behind, and even this is not in the best condition if you're asking me. Why I remember that has one that comes back over here and the other one comes from front. It's not touching direct. The dual mass flywheel, it's not touching direct to this plate. Why I have this feeling, we'll gonna see about that. I'm gonna check at the computer, but I think that it takes two of those. I'm gonna check. If it gets one or two, with one or the other, I need a new one. It's not in very good shape. Also this does looks like to be in good shape. Yeah, it is what it is, you're gonna tell me. Yeah, alright. Question mark on that. That's it. Thank you. Let's put it back over here. There you go. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Over and out. Clutches. Yeah. I forget something. Nissan GTR. It's a DAZA. Okay, so we have a used. Oh boy. We have a used wrist pin here. Nothing wrong as soon as it's on specs. And we have, no, they have put, okay, the boost on the small end, it looks like a new one. Alright, like this. Alright, it's total fine. Like this, there's no problem. If they change the small end boost here, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong. I'm just gonna clean it. I'm gonna clean the connectors, I'm gonna get the numbers, and I'm gonna send it. It's gonna be total fine. No problem. No worries. No worries. All good. All good. All good. I was thinking, no, if I see that the small end boost here, it was polished or it was not fine. And this is, I'm gonna get some measurements here to see what's going on. No, nice, nice, it's good. Good, good, good. Okay, nothing wrong with the connecting rods. Nothing wrong. Now the pistons, let's see. It's used? Nope, they're brand new. Lovely. Lovely. Alright. Okay, fine. We have a new wrist pin here. Alright, beautiful. Beautiful, because now my next question will gonna be, because this wrist pin looks way long. You see? Yep, this is not gonna fit on this piston, but no worries. We have a. Let me open it. Yeah. Keep this here. That's what I'm talking about. It's much longer than this, but doesn't matter. As soon as I have the wrist pin for these pistons, and it's the correct dimensions. Oh, beautiful, splendid, amazing. Lovely. Alright, so this goes back in the box. Let me throw it out. Alright, fine, all good. Now, I need also this tool. I need this tool. It's a little bit heavy. It's a chunk of cast iron. This is to check the big end and the small end of the connecting rod. Alright, leave it there carefully, keep it there. Please check that if it's round here and here, and I want to check also, I'm gonna put it on the machine surface there to see what's going on, and get the weight and the vise for the connectors. I have it here to torque it down. Yep, lovely. Well, I don't have the connector bearings. Yay. Okay, I'm gonna prepare it, at least I'm gonna find it in front of me. Now that's the end. Thank you. Yeah, sometimes I'm continuing the videos. I'm gonna inspect that later, not now. Thank you.